Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the day the Lord has made, and guess what? We're going to rejoice and be glad in it always, right? But so yesterday afternoon, I guess, I received some news that really shook me to my core. The doctors found a mass on my kidney that seems to be cancerous. I've been going back and forth to the doctors for months. And I would be lying if I said, it didn't scare me, because guess what it did? It really made me stop, and it made me think. It made me look at life differently. And for a few moments, all the plans, all the meetings, all the things that we spend our days chasing seemed to just fade into the background. And one thought kept coming to the front of my mind. I want to live. I want to live because I still have purpose. I want to live because there's still people that I need to help. There's still messages that I need to share. I want to live because there's still sermons that I need to preach. Lives that I need to touch, and lessons that I both need to teach, and lessons that I still need to learn. But most of all, I want to live because I got a son, 10-year-old son. I want to see my son Connor grow into the man I know that God is calling him to be. I want to see him grow and play and graduate. I want to see him chase his dreams. I want to be there when he wins. I want to be there when life sometimes just knocks you down and he needs some help. I want to be the one to help him get back up. I want to be there. As I sat with this news I received via text, God reminded me of something. This may be a chapter in my story, but it's not the end of my story. You see, the enemy loves to write conclusions that God didn't authorize. The enemy, he loves to see a diagnosis and say, guess what? It's over. But God says, I'm still writing. He's the author and finisher of my faith. The enemy says this is the end, but God says this is just another page. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper and not to harm you, but plans to give you hope and a future. A future, right? A future and not a funeral. A future and not fear. A future and not defeat. And I don't know exactly what the next weeks or months will bring. Sorry. I don't even know what the doctors are going to say. I don't know what treatments they're going to suggest or say may be needed. I don't know. But I do know this. Through everything, God has never brought me this far to leave me now. 20-some years behind prison walls didn't break me. The mistakes I've made didn't destroy me. The struggles I faced, they didn't stop me. God was with me. The losses I experienced, they didn't finish me. And this won't either. David said in Psalms 118:17, I shall not die but live and declare the works of the Lord. That scripture hits different today. I don't just want to read it or quote it. I want to feel it. I want to live it. I want to experience it. I want to live and declare what God has done for me. I want to live and tell somebody that prayer still works. I'm going to live and tell somebody that faith still works. I want to live and tell somebody that God still performs miracles. And even in this moment, I find myself thanking God because he's brought me this far and he's going to keep me, that he's able to keep me. And I'm thanking him for every sunrise. I'm thanking him for every opportunity. I'm thanking him for every lesson. I'm thanking him for every person he's placed in my life. You've all meant something to me. And because when life reminds you that your days are precious, you stop taking them for granted. You start valuing moments over money, purpose over popularity, people over possessions, and faith over fear. So today, I'm choosing faith. Not because I got all the answers, but because I know the one who does. Isaiah 41:10 says, fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am your God, and I will strengthen you, and I will help you, and I will lift you up, and I will hold you up with the right hand of righteousness. Whew. And if God is holding me up, I refuse to let fear pull me down. So to everyone listening, let me encourage you. Don't wait until a health scare comes to appreciate your life. Don't wait until a crisis arises to tell people that you love them. Don't wait until tomorrow to pursue what God has put in your heart today. Call somebody. Pray for somebody. Forgive somebody. Love somebody. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Spend time with your children. Spend time with your family. Spend time with yourself. Pray while you still have breath in your body. Live while you still have time on the clock. And as for me, I don't know every detail of what's going to take place, of what lies ahead. But one thing I do know, my story's not over. My purpose is not over. My assignment's not over. And my faith is not over. And by the grace of God, this diagnosis will not get the final word. God will. So listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. Keep me in your prayers. And while you're praying, don't pray for me as though it's over and that I'm defeated. Pray for me like I'm coming through. You know me. I'm going to fight to the end. I'm going to pray to the end. I'm going to hold on to the end because pray for me pray for me like this, like God is still working. Like, you know, God still works. Pray for me like there's another chapter to be written. Because I believe this with all my heart, that years from now, guess what? I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines watching my son. He's going to be accomplishing something great. And I'm going to be smiling and praising God and looking back on this moment as a testimony. Not because my journey was easy, but because God was faithful. This is not the end of my story. The author, God, is still writing it. I love you guys. Be encouraged. I am. You got this.